Hey, what's up everyone, it's Austin. I'm the Wolf of Wood Street, and today we're going to be talking about how you can convert Tinder matches into sales. I'm not kidding, just like I promised earlier today, we're going to be talking about how being a fuckboy is actually probably one of the best assets you can have in terms of becoming a better salesman. And I know a lot about both. So before I talk to you anything about that, here, I'm going to roll my super cool intro because I never get tired of hearing it.
My name's Austin Manass. I'm the owner and operator of a company called VanPatten Furnishings. I know what you're thinking. Oh great, another asshole in a shop full of expensive tools who's going to tell me about all the things that I can't afford to build and all the money that I don't know how to make. So before you turn this off on me, this is what my shop looked like just a year ago. Yep, that's everything. Harbor Freight miter saw and all. Well, fast forward about 1 year and that $100 miter saw has grown into a $25,000 woodworking company that generates me a six-figure income. And I want to teach you how you can do the same thing. But this is not your grandpa's wood shop.
Don't get pussy by not asking for pussy. $15,000 a month in revenue. I'm still making money even though the economy is on fucking fire. We can't just stand here with our schlong hanging out. Maybe you think I'm full of shit. That's fine. I'm telling you I'm not. The fact that you're afraid of spending money, you're afraid of making money.
Making money isn't hard, and I can teach you how. You can go ahead and follow me. My name's Austin, and I'm the Wolf of Wood Street.
Okay, cool. That was awesome. I never get tired of that fucking intro. It sounds so good. I own the rights to that music too, so this is just fantastic. Anyway, so I don't have any sponsors yet, because I started this YouTube channel like literally 2 days ago. But this is the part where I just get to give free plugs to my friends and also my partners over at VanPatten Furnishings. And today, the person who's going to be receiving that free plug is Ambrose Board Butter. So this right here is a walnut and maple butcher block cutting board that I made. The whole thing is finished with Ambrose Board Butter. So right here, what you got is a 10 by 5 foot oak hardwood table that I finished completely in Ambrose Board Butter. Cool thing about this, I didn't even realize it was gonna happen, but my shop is actually at a slight angle. So what it did was illustrate how fucking waterproof Ambrose Board Butter actually is. Look at that shit. I mean, it just like beads up, goes off the top. There was not a drop of water left within about a minute of having hit an entire water bottle on the top of that thing. 100% locally sourced, 100% sustainable, so it's all natural, and I mean, it's gonna be world famous anyway. You wanna be an early adapter, guys. That's like one of the biggest things in business. Like, this stuff, you start subscribing, by the way, which I'll plug a link to the website. It's like a few bucks for like a 6-month supply, like a year supply of Ambrose Board Butter. It's fucking the best deal ever. If some of you guys are using polyurethane and like polyacrylic on your freaking $1,000, $2,000 hardwood tabletops, stop doing that shit, man. This stuff will protect the shit out of your wood and still make it look like natural hardwood. I mean, you put polyurethane on, like, okay, it's glossy, it's nice, but most of my customers, anyway, when I'm doing a hardwood piece for them, they want the natural look of the wood, and that's the coolest thing about Ambrose Board Butter. It maintains that grain while smoothing it out, giving it a nice sheen, but not giving it that plasticky gloss look that you get from polyurethane or chemicals. Also, way more sustainable. You don't have a giant can. All this thing comes in a little plastic recyclable container, man. It's freaking awesome. But yeah, go check out Ambrose Board Butter. It's just a product. It's gonna be world famous, and you need to be an early adapter. Okay, so with that out of the way, we are going to be talking about how being a fuckboy actually makes you a better salesman. It sounds fucking catchy and like clickbait or what the fuck ever. I'm telling you, it's a real fucking thing. I'm a very experienced salesman and a very experienced fuckboy. There is nothing else that I can tell you that's more useful than this. If you can close a fucking deal on Tinder, you can close one on the Facebook Marketplace. If you can close a deal on the Facebook Marketplace, then you can close one in person, you can close one on Instagram, you can close one over the phone, you can close one with a video. And I'm gonna tell you how to do all those things today. I actually have a program coming out that's gonna tell you in vivid detail, laid out step by step, but today I'm gonna give you the gist so you at least have something to work off of that you don't have to pay for. Here's the deal, man. Negotiating your way into someone's pants is both way harder and probably way more intimidating than negotiating a sale on the marketplace. If you're trying to get someone, you're trying to fuck somebody versus trying to get them to give you $100, dude, it's no contest. And most of you motherfuckers out there, you're scared of doing either. But here's the thing, I can help you. That's what I'm here for. That's why you have the Wolf of Wood Street. The thing is, if you're just starting your business, this is actually a way better time for you than if you're like an experienced person, you're kind of interested to learn these skills, because these things will set you up way further down the road. Just like you're starting early, becoming an early adapter of this practice is going to pay dividends in the future. Trust me. And the reason why I say this is because there's something called establishing premise in the dating world, in the game realm, which I highly recommend you guys check out. Maybe some like RSD videos, maybe look up Corey Wayne, want to look at like Todd V Dating. Then there's plenty of resources out there, and I swear to God, it sounds cheesy, but learning the art of persuasion is the same thing as learning the art of dating, is learning the art of game, is learning how to get into somebody's pants, a seductor of sorts, right? These things are extremely important because that's the most primal type of negotiation there is, which frankly, the only thing that you're really doing when you're selling someone is just trying to negotiate them the same way you're trying to sleep with somebody. I mean, that sounds cheesy, but it's the fucking Wolf of Wall Street. What the fuck do you want from me? I'm just telling you the truth. The thing is, establishing premise is actually easier in sales than it is when you're meeting women or men or whatever the fuck you're into. The thing is, once someone has already messaged you, presumably on your Facebook, your Instagram, your website or whatever, they have a predisposition where they're looking to buy something from you. You've already got an established premise. Whereas with, trying to talk to a chick, now on Tinder, this is why I like to harken this back to Tinder. On Tinder, you're both there looking for something, and if you've matched, then presumably you're looking for the same thing and you see each other. So you're coming to each other with the same value proposition. Her vagina for your wiener. And here, you just replace the vagina and the wiener with money and tables. Money, furniture, whatever the fuck your product is, that's what you're replacing that value proposition with. And it's beautiful because you've already established this idea that they want to buy from you. Now, you just need to close the deal. But there's a bunch of steps that you have to go through to get to that point. So how do you fucking do this? Maybe you're an ugly motherfucker who's never gotten off POF. Maybe you're still using MySpace. I don't know about you. But I can tell you right now, if you don't have a Tinder and maybe you're a married person, maybe you've been out of the game for a hot minute, that's okay. I'm gonna tell you how to do this. The same way that I pull bitches on Tinder is the same way that I sell tables to soccer moms. So what the fuck could I possibly mean by that? So here's what you need to do. So in the same way that you've got, presumably, a Tinder or a profile on a dating website, or maybe, I don't know, think back, married folks, think back to your dating days. What you probably did was you probably identified things that you like about yourself, whatever traits you have that are your strengths, the things that you play on most, and you hype those things up. If you happen to be, like myself, a very handsome individual who's a smooth talker, pretty smart, have a lot of money, then great, it's easy, right? Let's say you're an ugly motherfucker who's not been out of the house in 2 months, you live in your mom's basement, and you don't have a fucking clue what you're doing. Doesn't matter. There's probably something decent about you, but that's not the point. What we need to be talking about is your product, your page, whatever, but also you, because here's the thing. Nobody's actually buying your product, but what they're really buying, because there's a million motherfuckers out there selling farmhouse furniture and tables and shelves. They go to IKEA, they go to Walmart, they could go to Ashley Furniture, they could go to Lazy Boy, and they're selling stuff that's comparable to what I fucking sell. Now, mind you, my prices and everything are lower. There's a whole bunch of factors that go into the quality of my products that make them better than those things. But at the end of the day, it's really the story that they're telling themselves about the furniture, about you, about your brand. Those are the things that influence people to purchase your product, not your product itself, even though those things do demonstrate value. The first thing you need to be doing is working on yourself. I highly encourage you to watch my first ever video on the Wolf of Wood Street. It's really simple and concise about how you can do 4 things using social media, building a brand, making sales and recording those sales. Those 4 things, I break it down. That's how you do this thing, but this is like the most integral component. So here's what we're gonna do. Again, assuming you have a social media, you're watching this probably on Instagram, right? If you have an Instagram, if you have a Facebook set up or whatever, if you don't, you need to go make one right now for your product and start posting to social media. Do it badly, I don't care. Just do something, start getting content out there, because content is the way that we're connecting with people, the way that we're getting our message out there, the way that you're displaying your brand and yourself to the world. You need to get on that social media shit. So once you've already got some sort of brand established, because if you don't have that, you really don't have anything. So let's say you've got a logo, you've got a name, you've got some pictures up, you've established some sort of commerce history, you've got a few ads on the Facebook marketplace. Okay, where do we go from here? This specifically applies to, it actually doesn't specifically apply, it applies to anything, any sales medium that you're using. So anything where you're communicating with people, you need to communicate in the best possible way. And so working on your communication skills is gonna be huge. Again, a lot of the dating guys that I actually have great courses on communication. Jordan Belfort, the Wolf of Wall Street, has great courses on tonality, and you need to be checking these things out. You need to be investing in your human capital in that way. Here's something you can do right now. And probably a lot of you are seeing, especially on Facebook Marketplace, let's say you have a wide funnel. Let's say that you're actually being successful on Facebook Marketplace, but when it comes down to it, you're getting like 10 messages, 20 messages an hour, what the fuck ever. You're getting a bunch of fucking messages, but you're spending all this time typing and it's fucking taking up your whole day. And not only that, you're not getting good conversions, right? So how do we remedy that? Once you've got a buyer that you think has, some sort of, once they've expressed some sort of interest, what I need you to do is start using videos. Because using a video, it makes you stand out, because nobody is fucking doing this right now, and I don't fucking know why. Because video media has been the main way that major companies have been selling for years. Why are we not doing this? Video sales are the fucking way of the future, man, because you have a direct link. You can basically do like a little mini FaceTime. It adds all the comfort, adds all the personality, the ability that you have to portray your brand and your tonality, to use your body language, to use an assertive voice, to look handsome, to fucking have a good camera angle, to sound good. What I'm doing right now, I have filmed like 20-30 minutes of content in this 3-minute video, but I clip it all down until I have it perfect and it sounds good, and I'm able to fucking doctor it, and so my tonality gets perfect. The things I say are perfect because I'm not doing it in person, we're not on the phone, but I'm able to sell you something in the same exact way that I would if we were on the phone, but you can see me, so it's even more powerful. You get my body language, you see me in a way that is different from any other salesman on fucking Marketplace, on Facebook, on Instagram, doesn't matter. I don't care who the fuck you are. Using videos to help sell is going to give you an advantage no matter what your level of comfort on camera is, no matter what your manner of speaking is. You do need to work on those things, but the way that you're gonna do it, just like with business, just like with growing a brand, you just do it and you do it badly, and eventually you're gonna figure out what works and what doesn't. And you can have this thing scripted, which is the beautiful part about video. You just script it,